Namaste, my name is Simone Cruz and I'm with the Yoga Institute. Today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic, which is confidence. Many of us, all of us, would like to integrate more confidence in our life, but it is not so easy, and we are usually the ones in putting the obstacles in our own paths, who would like to increase confidence in their lives, but we're usually lacking in that area. That is why today we are going to learn a very simple rule, which is the 10-30-10 rule that will help us build more confidence. Before we do that, let's look at why there is less confidence in our lives. One reason is that we don't have enough knowledge. And when that happens, we are a little fearful of the unknown aspects of our life, the areas that we don't know enough about. So one way is to increase knowledge and to build confidence that way. And this is where the 10 part of the 10-30-10 rule comes in, where we look at past achievements in our life. What happens in this area is that we pick achievements or try to focus on something that is very big, when actually there are many small achievements in our day and we tend to forget about them. So that's why the 10 rule instructs us just for 10 minutes each day to just focus on our past achievements. And again, these can be very small ones as well. So maybe, as an example, one day I could have managed to get up early at the desired time that I wanted. That is an achievement, and then I can remember that. I can also remember a particularly successful day, and I can remember what made that particular day successful. What was it that I did? What spurred me on? What was my mood? What was my attitude at the time? So I can write that down, or I can just keep it in my memory. And then if I have maybe a list of 3 or 4 things, spending a little bit of time also memorizing what the achievements were about, that will definitely build confidence in that area, that I have already done my part. I've already been successful in certain areas and I can build on that. But of course, if we keep repeating the things that we have already done in the past, how will we grow? And this is where the 30 part of the 10-30-10 rule comes in, where we have to spend 30 minutes every day on picking up a new skill. Just 30 minutes every day. I think we can all do that. And again, here the trick is to not reach for the stars. Let's say the new skill is, I want to learn a new language. Now that's a wonderful skill to have. I'm sure we can never know enough languages and communicate effectively in that language. But if my goal is, in half an hour, I want to communicate perfectly, then I will not be able to succeed very well, right? So I have to break down my main goal into many, many small achievable goals, and then I can structure the different days accordingly. And 30 minutes, spend that time to achieve that goal and step by step master the bigger goal. And over time, if I pace myself, if I set myself up for small successes, skill building on a smaller scale, all these smaller scales that I'm achieving, they will add up to the whole big goal that I wanted to achieve. And before I know it, I would have acquired a new skill, maybe even mastered it. In the example of the language, maybe I start with saying one sentence in my first 30-minute slot, and then I continue on going into more sentences, maybe even the grammar behind it, then I could go into a conversation and build it up from there, depending on what depth of knowledge and what my purpose is of learning this new language. Sometimes people are not successful doing that also. They put in a lot of effort. They are very enthusiastic also, and they put in a lot of energy, but somehow they are not succeeding or not succeeding the way they want. And this is where the last part of the 10-30-10 rule comes in, which is where we need to visualize ourselves achieving that particular goal. So that is also very important. So 10 minutes each day should be spent on achieving this goal and how we will do that, how we will get there, and visualizing ourselves being successful and reaching that goal that we have set for ourselves. Now, how can we do that? Some people like to visualize with their eyes open, they daydream, or some people like to sit in a meditative posture, close their eyes, and then in front of their inner eyes, bring up these scenes that they want to visualize, the success, the way they envision themselves. Both ways are fine. However, when we close our eyes and we take that sense, that element out from our awareness, then we can really more go inside, internalize the process, and visualize all the more better, so that over time we can, if we apply this rule 10-30-10, by achieving our goal, we will be successful. So by first 10 minutes of our day, spend these 10 minutes on looking at past achievements, visualizing our success. That's the other 10 minutes that we want to spend. And in the middle, 30 minutes we spend on learning a new skill, picking up a new hobby. And over time, if we do this consistently, then we will be able to achieve that goal, build our confidence, and see that we are more successful in the things that we have set for ourselves in life. Very important is also not to give up, to give this a good amount of time, not just maybe try this for a week and then cast it aside, but to really do this long term. And also very importantly, every day, consistently. We need to be at it and not take a break one day and then say, oh, this technique didn't work, right? It needs to be cultivated over a long period of time, consistently, and also very enthusiastically. We have to have that enthusiasm, and then things will work out for us. So all these three ingredients is what we need for that. Cultivating something over a long period of time without interruption and with a lot of devotion and enthusiasm. And before we know it, we have built our confidence, and we will see that over time, it will be easier and easier for us to follow the 10-30-10 rule. Namaste.